Negative Andy, how we doing?
All right.
Happy New Year and all that.
Happy New Year, right? A lot to be
Yeah, you
negative
enjoyed that,
about,
did
eh?
you? 2-1
Well,
at home at Leicester. What was the story today then? How did that game play out for you then? Was that a true reflection of the game?
yeah, I think so. I think Leicester a better team, weren't they? The only team that really wanted to win it. They had, thought first half they had more energy and purpose, but we were our usual selves. But we looked solid enough. So you're always happy playing like that until the first goal goes in, and then it's that sinking feeling. Is there anything better to do? But you just endure it, and it is what it is. And then he had a go at 0-2 and after 80 minutes. So I mean, actually caused him a few problems after 80 minutes. But it's you always felt even when Carroll scored, it was going to be too little, too late.
Hmm.
You need to have a go earlier. I mean, I think it's just too nervous about when you go 1-0 down. It could go to 2-3, but is it worth taking the odd hide and going for it to try and get more points? I mean, it's one for the goal difference purists, I suppose, isn't it? A minor dent on the goal difference, but it used to work well for Rafa, I suppose, didn't he? He used to think beat the shite and minimise the goal difference against the better sides, but it's not for me, to be honest. It's just dire, isn't it? I thought they improved in the second half, and then for a team that defends with 11 behind the ball, I mean, how to give away two sloppy goals like that? I mean, it was a fantastic finish. They both of them, to be fair, especially the second one. But so they'll be really pleased from their point of view. But from our point of view, I mean, where's the marking? You've got all them people back, but crucially, you're not marking people in prime position. So it's you've sort of just surrendered really meekly, haven't you? Like we normally do. So
You've got
I
to
mean,
look at the midfield there. Surely got to get back quicker on the likes of these players, Tielemans and Madison, top class players. Giving them all the time in the world there just to pick the spot and find the back of the net. Not enough legs in the middle of the park for Newcastle these days, is there?
no, I mean, but there should be. I mean, you've got two young lads in the middle today, haven't you? So it's not difficult. It's just you need to be disciplined to mark people, don't you, and keep with your man. If you lose your discipline for a split second, then you lose your marker, and it's a goal, isn't it? I mean, at the end of the day, for how good we were against Liverpool, and that the champions we shut them out. They missed some sitters. If they're getting a goal, it could have been similar to today, really, couldn't it? You felt if Salah had scored that sitter and various other ones, it would have been a similar story. But take nothing away from the other day. It was good, and we'd be saying the same thing. But today, it's for me, it's just more of the same, isn't it? We've had a pretty miserable Christmas, as Newcastle fans usually do. The results. For a long time now, the results over sort of Boxing Day and New Year haven't been great, have they? So it's always been a fairly miserable Christmas. But I guess the fans previously could go out and meet their mates, have a few bevies before and after. But can't even do that at the minute. So you just watch it in your house with a tinny and a bit of cake or a cup of tea, and it's just a miserable watch, isn't it? So and I don't think things will improve too quickly. I mean, I think when Sheffield United get that first win of the season against us, then we will be looking over our shoulders. So I think if that does happen, we've got history with the Derby situation, and I wouldn't be surprised, because I look at Sheffield United and I've seen a lot of their games, and I just think we're not going to suddenly be on the front foot against them. They're not that bad, really, for how terrible they are.
I'd stick at least £20 on Sheffield United to get their first win of the season against us.
I think so. I think it's a no-lose situation. You either win money or you get some points, so it's win-win. But I just think last season I think Norwich weren't a bad side. I mean, we looked at the performance against Brentford, and you look at the sort of top six in the Championship and the bottom six of the Premier League. There's not really a great deal in it, is there? If you think about it, I mean, Norwich seem to be doing really well in the Championship. They're comfortably top at the moment. They've always been a good Championship side. They always seem to bounce back and yo-yo. And when we played West Bromwich, it was a bit of a struggle. It took a great cross and a good header to beat them. So no game's going to be easy for us, and it's going to be a sort of long, hard winter, isn't it? A long, hard COVID winter at that. So I don't.
Yeah, it's not going to get any better anytime soon, you'd imagine. Just want to quickly ask you, Andy Carroll with the goal for Newcastle, and his first goal since rejoining the team all those years ago. He scored it was about 10 years ago exactly the date, actually. I think it was about give a week or two, his last
I
goal for
remember the game.
Newcastle. And it's nearly 3 years since he scored his last goal for West Ham in a Premier League game, April 2018. We're now in January 2021. His contract's just got a few months left of it. Is he someone you'd sign up again for Newcastle?
Well, I mean, if you're going with your head, you'd probably say no, wouldn't you? Because he hasn't really done anything. He's been injured a lot, and he's, like you say, his first goal. But if you want to let sentiment rule, it would be nice to see him score a few more, wouldn't it? And get a run in the side and form some sort of partnership. But I don't think we're ever going to play with two very often. So, but I mean, he's always a useful plan B if you can putting it to him. I mean, they seem to be playing the long ball and weren't aiming from at the end today, which was a bit bizarre. But it's, I don't know. I would suspect if you cutthroat, you wouldn't. But I don't know. I mean, the squad's, it's going to be a problem anyway, because we never sign many people and the quality is always minimal. So when you lose someone in the squad, it's always a shame because you very seldom replace them. So I'm always reluctant to get rid of anybody, even if they're not great.
All right. Cheers, mate. Thanks for joining me. We'll see you again next week, maybe, for the FA Cup game, eh?
Oh, dear me. Don't depress us yet. Okay, have a nice one. All the best.
No worries, mate. See you there.
Yeah, bye.